Shai Ahaya Bahashem Rishai Kodash Ruwat. Feels good to be here. Thank the Most High for another year to get out here and to represent Him, His heritage, and to learn the meaning of the Feast of Tabernacles if we're here and we don't know. Just thank the Most High, man. Feel good to be out here. You know, just we went through blowing the trumpet, then we went to the atonement, and now we're here doing your Feast of Tabernacles, dwelling in tents, right? Dwelling in these booths to get ready to go get the land. That's what it was representing, right? Cleanse yourself, you blew the trumpet, you blew the warning, do your atonement, offering your body as a living sacrifice, no fasting, getting closer to Him before you came all the way on in. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Any questions before we start? Any questions? No. Let's get in some of that law.
Be reading the law out of the book of Exodus. We started at chapter 20, verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy strangers that is within thy gates.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day, and hallowed it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for God is come to prove you, and that his spirit may be before your faces, that ye sin not.
Bless the Father in heaven for that word. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord?
So that's what he requires of thee. And what else?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So we walking in his ways. What's his ways? Doing this today. How is everyone saying they serving the Most High and they have no clue what this is, right? And you know, we were there once, you know, but it's like people just want to say they following God for that just to save face, right? Just to say, no, I'm good with them. But you know, do you really know them? All these pages, do you even know what 2 is talking about? You know what 2 pages is talking about this whole thing? So we trying to walk in all his ways, and if we fall off, we get back, right? Finish reading.
To walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So we're here to serve him. A lot of people have the mindset and spirit that God is here to serve us. So some of us could have took some overtime at our job today. Some of us could have made an excuse why we couldn't come today. Some of us could have just made up whatever to just say, that's not as important to me. I'll wait till next year. How you know next year is coming? How you know next week is coming? How you know tomorrow's coming? You want them to say what? Good job, my servant. Take your crown. Right? It's up to us all individually to really seek out the Most High with fear and trembling. You can't say my mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt, my cousin, my uncle, grandma, grandpa, my wife, my husband. I wanted to go, but they didn't want to go. Or they wanted to. No, it's gonna be between you and the Most High. Just like when you in school, you got that report card, you got your transcripts, you got all that. Let's see what year she done with the time given. So definitely commend you all for being here. I mean, just thank you all. You know, just a blessing to see family that want to keep serving the Most High the right way. You know, so starting off with that, now let's get into this. First off, did anyone not fully know the understanding on Feast of Tabernacles? Are they here to learn more? Okay. Con. So we see the Most High's heritage. Come in, bro, if you got some. But you see that the Most High always is real particular with his setup, right? Like, okay, like we were bringing out, blew the trumpet, atonement, going into your tents, getting ready to go. Remember, possess that land of Canaan. So he got a setup. Right now, he's getting a setup. It's normal to us. You know, we've been doing this for a few years. We come out here, we like, oh, it's tabernacle time. When you first come in, it's like bugs, dingy, kind of smell. You like, I get that. No, this is what it is. I'm in the wilderness. I'm taking on my heritage. Some people not really taking this on. So when it all just boom, and it's just time to do that, they gonna look for whatever gymnasium they open. Then you gotta have a shot to come in or go take your chances outside with them Hebrews, with those black Hebrew Israelites, as they say, right? So he preparing us. Let's go to Leviticus 23. And let's start at, what is this, 33? Let's start at verse 33.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Why aren't we making any more sacrifices? Anyone? Why are we not making any more sacrifices?
Christ is our sacrifice. He made the ultimate sacrifice, spilling his blood.
And they tell us that, well, we don't need to do nothing else, right? We don't have to keep those days. That's what people in the world think or say, right? But we're supposed to keep his feast like he says in his word. Nothing wrong with keeping the feast. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 35 and verse 1.
Can you elaborate on Christ being the sacrifice?
Okay, we'll get it. I'll get it right after this. Let's get Ecclesiastes 35 and 1.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 35 and verse 1. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough.
So now you just get back to this law. You got your sacrifices enough. Sis 1 and 2. Let's go to, hold that Leviticus 23. Let's go to Hebrews chapter, I don't know if I'm going 9 or 7. Go Hebrews chapter, let's go Hebrews chapter 9. Let's get verse 1 first.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 9 and verse 1. Then verily, the first covenant had also ordinances of divine service and a worldly sanctuary.
The first tabernacle, speaking of when we made it in ancient times, and the Most High would dwell amongst us.
For there was a tabernacle made, the first wherein was the candlestick, and the table and the showbread, which is called the sanctuary. And after the second veil, the tabernacle which is called the holiest of all, which had the golden censer and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was the golden pot that had manna, and Aaron's rod that budded, and the tables of the covenant. And over it the cherubims of glory shadowing the mercy seat.
Let's jump it down to verse 12.
Jumping down to verse 12. Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us.
So he redeemed us with his ultimate sacrifice, right? What does it mean going into his eternal place? We're going to go back there. Let's go to Revelation chapter 5. Let's go Revelation chapter 5. Where did he go? What did he mean? What did he do? What is that talking about? Let's go to let's get 5 and 5.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 5 and verse 5. And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne, and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High, sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne.
So he took the hand out of the Ancient of Days, which is the Most High God, the Father in heaven.
And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of saints.
Read this. Pay attention.
And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
So by his blood, he redeemed us. This was our ultimate sacrifice that we had to bring us back to the Father in heaven. Why? Because we had to be adopted back in. Go to Galatians chapter 4. We lost our heritage, right, family? We lost everything. We lost, remember, the Most High said he would hide his face from us. Go Galatians chapter 4, verse 5.
The book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse 5. to redeem them. Sorry, verse 4.
Yes.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 4. But when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons.
Why do we have to receive the adoption of sons? Why do we have to receive the adoption of sons? Anybody know?
Because Adam sinned.
Sinning.
Khan, who broke his law, statutes, commandments, right? He said he would hide his face from us. There should be no sign given to this wicked generation, right? And then it's time, except for the awakening in the last days, right? Like it says in Jeremiah 30, right? He will begin to awaken us. Now let's go back to, did that help with your question, Sid? Let's go to Leviticus chapter 23. Let's finish where you was at.
Picking up at verse 37 in Leviticus 23. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
So these are holy convocations.
To offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day, beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath. On the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. And ye shall take you on the first day boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook. And ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days.
You should dwell in booths. You should dwell in tents.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
That's the start of it. It's the start of your heritage, right, family? Let's jump it around. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 16. We're gonna blow the horn at him. Go 16 and let's start at 13, family.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and verse 13. Thou shalt observe the Feast of Tabernacles 7 days, after that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. And thou shalt rejoice. Thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, and thou and thy son and thy daughter, and thy manservant and thy maidservant.
So you're supposed to bring everything in. Didn't you bring a lot here today for this week? Finish reading.
And the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates. 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy God, in the place which the Lord shall choose. Because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose. In the feast of unleavened bread, in the feast of weeks.
So what's the feast of unleavened bread?
After Passover,
Khan. What's the feast of weeks?
first fruits.
Khan. Finish reading.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
So these 3 times of the year you will make sure you will go to Jerusalem. Remember when Joseph and Mary, they was on their way, look, we gotta go. Then they had to go to the inn, what's it called, a hotel today. So everybody was trying to go make the feast. We got to get up there. We got to get up there. That was part of the heritage. And he done stripped us so far from that. It's like pulling teeth trying to get our people to accept this heritage back, right?
It was Peter or Paul. He said, by any means, I must keep the feast. That was Peter.
Paul was coming hard. And you know, we're not making it all just about that, but no, that's the part of the heritage. Why people want to fight against the heritage? But they want the Roman heritage of Easter, Christmas,
Essence Festival.
Essence Festival, Coachella. You know, just really pray for the man. Just the world is he blinds your mind, like we always bring out. That 2 Corinthians chapter 4. God is where he blinds the minds of those that don't have it.
So,
Like, watch it. Just in case we tell.
so he hid it from us, right? And then he's revealing it, but is he only revealing it to certain people, or do other people just
Say many,
still
many,
blind?
say many be called, few be chosen. So many people, I'm sure everyone that's connected to you in your life know what you into, you know, and then they check it out, you know, or then they just look at our shit and got nothing for me. You know, it's fine. You just keep it going, probably like 20. But yeah, so, you know, everyone that's connected to us, you know, he used us, he used the people, just like he probably used one of us to, you know, his spirit moving to wake people up.
Look at Jonah. I mean, Jonah was trying to go the other way. Most High told him to go this way, but then as soon as he get there, he was able to save the people. I mean, so with Jonah on that path, following the Most High, he was able to save some souls.
So people, many be called, few be chosen. So that means he called a whole lot of people. Some don't endure. Some go up under other Israelite congregations, and they fall out there and they say, "Well, I'm done with all that stuff." But really, you're supposed to make sure this the book of the law. This go to Baruch chapter 4. This is what this is. This is what this is. This is not a FICM book. This is not whatever, you know, it's like this the Most High's word. This just what we use to come up under and come together as a family. Let's go to just get 4 and 1 in Baruch in Apocrypha.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
So this the book of the commandments of God. This is the book he gave us, right? It's the book of the Israelites. It's the book that he made all his prophets look. Put it in a book. Read.
And the law that endureth forever.
So this law endureth forever.
All they that keep it,
so all they that keep this word
shall come to life.
So you gonna get eternal life. You do what the book say. You do what his word say.
But such as leave it,
a lot of people want to leave it,
shall die.
They're gonna die. They want to leave it. Man, I don't need it. I got more important stuff to do. You could have hustled all week, and then get a Most High his day. Read your book. You could be working hard all week. Look, he's saying, look, give me my time. I'm giving you breath. I'm keeping your family straight. I'm keeping you healthy.
Verse 2.
Bring it out.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
That real illuminati. That real illuminated. That real light. Not the fake light. Like Satan changed his ministers of darkness, trying to think that they are light. Let's get that. We thought we was gonna have a little quicker lesson, but we'll work and go to. Let's go. What I want. 2 Corinthians chapter 15. Salakia 11.
Chapter 11.
2 Corinthians chapter 11. Let's get 14 and 15.
It's the Book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Oh, now he want to have the light. He want to say he got the light. Freemasons coming to the light. The Illuminati, right? Now he think he transformed into light.
Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
So look at that. So how his people, how the people following him? And this ain't just the wicked Gentiles. No, because it's Israelites, Masons, and all that crap too, right? They transformed into the leaders of this world to give you the right way. Yeah, join us. We're good people. We make the world a better place. But the world ain't getting better. The world getting worse. They get on TV and tell you how you should be, what you need to do for more destruction. They're not telling us about the Feast of Tabernacles. Why the Catholic Church and the Pope and them not saying, yeah, it's the Feast of Tabernacles worldwide? No, but they want to make sure you get your Ramadan in Islam, that you get your Christmas and your Easter and your what's that other crap they got, Lent and stuff that don't got nothing to do with the Most High Word. Let's go back to what we had in Deuteronomy 16.
Let's pick up at verse 16, Deuteronomy 16 and 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose, and the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God which he hath given thee.
Look, bring what you able to bring. Today, then we all bring what we're able to bring. Let's go to Nehemiah. Book of Nehemiah, chapter 8. Right after Ezra, right after 2 Chronicles, Ezra, then Nehemiah. 2 Chronicles, Old Testament, then Ezra, then Nehemiah. Chapter 8. Let's go to let's go to verse 11. Get Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 11 down.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, and verse 11. So the Levites stilled all the people, saying, Hold your peace, for the day is holy, neither be ye grieved. And all the people went their way to eat and to drink, and to send portions, and to make great mirth, because they had understood the words that were declared unto them. And on the second day were gathered together the chiefs of the fathers of all the people, the priests and the Levites, unto Ezra the scribe, even to understand the words of the law.
Because why? Remember, Ezra is the same as Esdras in the Apocrypha, right? Ezra is just the Greek word, the Greek way to say it. Ezra is the ancient way to say it. Remember, they lost their heritage, captivity. He found the book of the law. Anybody remember that? We'll get into it. But he found the book of the law, right? The Gentiles trying to get of course, get us away from the heritage. He found the law that people came about. He said, look, this is what the book, we got to get back to this. We got to get back to this law. So that's what's going on right here. Finish reading.
Verse 14. And they found written in the law which the Lord had commanded by Moses, that the children of Israel shall dwell in booths in the feast of the 7th month.
So it's the same thing back then. We got up on this book of the law. Get back to it. Oh, okay, that's what, okay. Yo, so this is what the forefathers was doing. See, we got to stop looking at it like today. You don't know what 80 years ago your relatives was doing, right? So this not far off. You know, a little captivity. I shouldn't say a little captivity, but captivity in you know, about Persia, ancient Babylon. It don't take much to lose your heritage and 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. It don't take much. It don't take much at all. Some of us don't even know who our great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents were. So it don't take that long to lose your heritage, right? Finish reading.
And that they should publish and proclaim in all their cities and in Jerusalem, saying, Go forth unto the mount, and fetch olive branches, and pine branches, and myrtle branches, and palm branches, and branches of thick trees.
Go get it together. That's what he's saying. Go get it together. So for the youngins here today, go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. This is why it's important, because our people, you know, they have it in a way to where you don't have to, you're not really set up to focus on the Most High in this world. You gotta you gotta be locked in, keyed in, and focused in, because there's so much distraction that gets you from focusing on Him. So by the time you just working every day, you don't get a chance to really teach your children, you know, the ways of the Most High, and you lose their heritage, you know, all over again. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 9.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 9. Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen.
So he's speaking to Israel. Look, you done seen what I did in Egypt. You seen how I brought you out of that. You seen what I'm taking you into. Make sure you remember this.
And lest they depart from thine heart.
Because it'll depart from your heart if you don't stay focused on His word, right? If you don't stay focused on His mission for you.
All the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
Teach them. Make sure they teach them.
Especially the day that thou stoodest before the Lord thy God in Horeb.
You remember what He did in Horeb when He gave you rock. He gave you water out of this rock. He gave you water out of this rock. You was thirsty. He made you happy. You thought it was nothing coming. It was nothing coming, right? Finish reading.
When the Lord said unto me, Gather me, the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children.
You got the law, you got water, you got it all. Let's go to Jeremiah 30. Let's start at verse 1.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord.
So He's waking them up, blowing the trumpet year to year, however many years we've been in this truth, blowing the trumpet. Keep thinking it's a game. You see the world's getting crazy. Nothing's getting better.
And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Hold on, what's that? What's all this? Is a man having a child? What is all this screaming and pain going on?
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail?
What is this vision?
And all faces are turned into paleness.
People looking sick and mad, looking scared. Is it the day of the Lord?
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Even when Jacob's trouble come, when they finally just pull back that mask, yeah, it's on. Y'all, we've been trying to finesse you into taking your destruction. We've thrown it all at you. We've given you entertainment, and we trying to put as much poison in you, but trick you guys no more. All right, look, it's the last part. We got to get the ones that made it.
But he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
Remember, big brother Esau, the leader of the nations, he got a hold on us, right? They got a hold on the system, right?
And will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
What does that mean? David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. What does that mean? He will raise David their king. He will raise up David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. If this is in the book of Jeremiah.
Raising up Christ.
Khan. Well, how do we break that down? What does that mean about David? What does that mean? Khan. Finish reading.
Verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
From the land of their captivity. Because why is from the land of their captivity? Because it's different. We all under one unholy Roman Empire, but we in different spots, right? So he's gonna pull them up. That's why he say he's gonna get them from the four corners of the earth. He's gonna get them from all over. So we ain't here to just look at. Okay, yeah, you got enough melanin. Come on in. We just look. The Most High know what you're dealing with. Come on, get down. Come on, get down with us. Get down with the Most High, right? Finish reading.
And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
None shall make him afraid. Why? What does that mean? Because we might hear that, man, okay, I ain't spooked. Even some of your hardest criminals, they know better than to play with Esau and his law. They know not to do certain things, right? But what does that mean? Because everything, you stay afraid. How do you stay afraid? Let's give some examples, family. How do you stay afraid? Afraid you might end up on the streets. You don't get your bill paid. You afraid of what could happen here in America with the school system, with the registered offenders. You afraid of.
Pray for your children. What they go through.
Go ahead, bring that out.
The precept, Deuteronomy 28 and 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
You come out here to Tabernacles, they want some ID. What you doing out here camping? Y'all don't camp. What y'all doing out here? Go. Let's jump it down to 17.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord. Because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, who no man seeketh after.
They not seeking after the real Zion. Then they hear about it. And what, you mad because you found out the people's them? So now you mad? You didn't care when they just looking jacked up? That's how you know they don't really got the spirit of the Most High, Ahia, and his son Christ. Because it never mattered to us who it was. We just knew we was messed up. We knew we was at the bottom, right? Even the ones that knew, they should have said, hey man, I don't know if you know this, but you're like a chosen person by God. You're an Israelite. You should look into that. Our people would have probably looked at that much faster than if we tell them. They'd probably be like, for real, master? No, for real. But for real though, they'd be like, for real? I'm gonna look that up. So he say, Zion, whom no man seeketh after, right? Finish reading.
Verse 18. Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents.
Jacob, I'm bringing the tents back.
And have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap. It's like her own heap. and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof.
We just gonna end it. We're gonna get some more. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Let's get 666. I guess we can get that one. Go to 56. Let's get start at verse 6.
Going to the book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and verse 6. Also the son of the stranger that joined themselves to the Lord to serve him and to love the name of the Lord,
It's
to
locked.
be his servants.
It's locked. It's locked. It's, okay, go ahead.
Every one that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and taketh hold of my covenant, even them will I bring to my holy mountain.
Con. Don't pollute this Sabbath. Be about him. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 14. So this is a good thing. Feeling good that you got the knowledge and you partaking. I mean, the Most High like that you being about him. You could be in so much stuff on his Sabbath day. You could be doing anything you want but him. Let's go to verse 16.
14 and 16.
Come on.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
So how can they say what we doing is against the Most High God? How can they say what's keeping this feast when if they not, it don't matter who you are, you gonna come to worship every year. He say all shall bow, right? That's what the word say, all shall bow. So everyone gonna come and keep this feast. You know? So we keeping the feast and praise the Most High higher. Any questions, family? Nope. Bless the Most High higher. Let's pray us out. Shalom. We're gonna give him a trumpet.
I did it last time. Yeah, that's what I got him.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life. In the morning thou shalt say, Would God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, Would God it were morning, for the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall afflict thee. And I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all